So, Street Fighter 6 is here, and I think this is going to be one of, if not the second most important video that I'll ever make in fighting games. And it is simply, I don't want people to be discouraged by the constant, like if you go on Twitch right now, right, majority of my timeline, or not my timeline, my followers and timeline honestly are high level players already knowing how to play the game, right? I think sometimes this discourages players from wanting to compete and learn Street Fighter. They might default to things like modern controls, or oh, you know, just isn't my game, you know, Street Fighter's been around for a while, these high level players are gonna be way better than me, whatever. I'm just gonna tell you right off the bat, I am starting from the beginning, right? This is my first like serious Street Fighter game. I played Street Fighter 5 very briefly, just because of the internet issues, and like there weren't that many people playing the game, at least in my circles. So I just want to quickly tell you guys, like a lot of times people say like the reason why they don't want to compete is because they can't get good compared to that, you know, hundreds and hundreds of hours other players have spent. I want to quickly dispel that, because that's not how fighting games works. If you have played a game like Mortal Kombat or played a anime game like Guilty Gear Strive, what's going to happen is at first you're going to struggle, right? Obviously, right, you know, you're gonna struggle. You're new to Street Fighter, you know, this is important to understand. You're new, you don't understand some of the concepts of the game. You might have some fundamentals from other fighting games, but you're gonna struggle, and that's fine. Like, that's something you have to come to terms with, right? I'm actually entering a tournament today. I barely know Cammy combos. Cammy seems like a character I'm gonna enjoy playing. Same thing with Luke. It's kind of funny that tournament's actually banning the cracked characters to kind of balance the game, but I don't think that's gonna matter. I still think I'm gonna get wrecked. I'm gonna get destroyed, right? Because I have no knowledge of Street Fighter. I'm also playing on a stick. You know, I'm trying different peripherals to kind of see how my hands will feel on them, if they'll feel better. So I'm playing Street Fighter traditionally on a stick, right? I want to tell you about how, like, I played Hitbox on DNF Duel, right? And when I first played Hitbox on DNF Duel, it was terrible, you know? Now, fast forward a few months, I've topped 8 a tournament at Texas Showdown, right? So my point is that, like, it's not linear, right? I think we have this concept that, like, fighting games as a whole, like, every single time you enter a new fighting game, you have to start completely over. That's not how it works. You actually rise through the ranks much faster, because think of it this way, right? When you work out, those first 2 years of working out are like the fastest growth years that you have, and then after that it takes like the first 2 years is like an exponential growth, right? And then after that it takes hundreds and hundreds of hours just to change your muscle mass, just to like shred a little bit of fat, right? Because you've already done most of the like big bulk work and the fundamentals of lifting. That's what it is. It's fundamentals of lifting. You know, getting big really quick, eating right, whatever. That's going to be the same thing for Street Fighter. Now, am I saying it's going to be 2 years? No, it might not be 2 years. You know, DNF Duel only took me a few months. I never played an anime fighting game like competitively until DNF Duel. So my whole point is that, like, don't get discouraged when you see all these players, you know, on Twitch, high level players. Like, I've been watching, like, you know, Sonic Soul, Foxy Grandpa, like players that have been playing fighting games for years. Of course they're gonna pick up the game in 5 seconds. Like, they've been playing Street Fighter, you know. I'm sure Foxy spent time playing Street Fighter when he was younger. You know, I'm sure Sonic Soul has competed in Street Fighter, so it's like, of course he's gonna pick it up very quickly, right? Sonic Fox is one of the best players of all time. Of course Sonic Fox is gonna pick up the game really quickly. Sonic has played multiple different fighting games at this point. So don't get discouraged. Like, start from the beginning, start from the basics. I recommend you try Classic, just so you can get the harder inputs down at first. If you, I feel like, no offense, but I do feel like Modern, at least right now, is kind of like a McDonald's way of approach. So just try try your like start small. That's the most important thing. Start small. You know, like I said, I'm competing today. I'm probably going to lose that competition because I barely know Kami combos. I can barely anti-air with a DP, right? These are things I'm going to learn over time as I play fighting games and as I continue to play this game. And, you know, I've already spent quite a few hours in practice mode and I still feel like I don't have things down. That's how it's going to be at first. But eventually you're going to grow very, very quickly. And it's not going to be the same growth as Punk. Punk has been playing for years. Punk is not going to just grow instantly. I mean, he might gain a lot of game knowledge really quickly, right? But he's not going to like exponentially grow like you are, because there's so many things you're going to learn very quickly and adapt very quickly, especially because you've played fighting games before. If you played Mortal Kombat 11, even for just a little bit, you still have some ideas on how fighting games are supposed to play and like what you're supposed to do, and you're going to be able to translate that into Street Fighter. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Like, even though the games are different, fighting games are fighting games. They're going to have like concepts like footsies, whiff punishing, knockdown, okizimi, you know, wake up attacks. Like, they're going to have those, so you're going to pick up on those very, very quickly. So don't get discouraged. That's my number one thing. Don't get discouraged. You're going to suck. Embrace the suck. Embrace being bad at the game at first because you don't know Street Fighter. You know, just like me, when I first transitioned into DNF Duel, the game was hard as hell, you know, because I didn't understand what I was supposed to do. I didn't understand all the mix-ups. I got mixed constantly, like, and that's fighting games. It's gonna happen at first. Just keep going at it and keep trying. So hopefully this will help you guys. I know this will help me. Even just saying it out loud, like telling yourself that, will help you get better, you know, like even just telling myself, hey, like these guys have been playing fighting games, you know, Street Fighter for years. That doesn't mean that I'm not going to grow quickly. I am going to grow quickly because I'm just starting and I have knowledge of fighting games before. So I'm going to gain that muscle mass faster than they are. I'm going to be at their level, and then, excuse me, and then I'm going to be growing just like them. You know, it might take a month, might take 2 months, might take a year, maybe. But I don't even see you going past a year if you're really, really studying and trying to understand and watching players and getting better and playing and losing and winning and learning combos and learning anti-airs and all that stuff. So anyway, hopefully this helped. Street Fighter 6 is going to be around for a while, so as long as you continue to play the game for at least an hour a day, you'll improve naturally, as long as you're very focused on what you're doing, right? So you don't even have to put 3, 4, 5 hours like I do into a game. Don't have to do that. Just play it naturally, and the game is going to last years. It's Street Fighter, so you don't have to worry about learning very quickly either, because the game's going to last a while. It's going to go through patches and everything. It's Street Fighter. It's like Mortal Kombat. It lasts, well, Mortal Kombat only lasts 2 years, but Street Fighter tends to last much longer. So hopefully this video helped you guys. I know it's frustrating at first. Trust me, it's frustrating me. Like, I can barely anti-air with the DP now. You know, combos are not very easy to understand in this game compared to any other fighting game I played. Remember, I played Striker. I rebeated for like months. I never really learned how to chain moves because my character didn't have to. So that's something I'm gonna have to learn. So just like everyone else that hasn't played Street Fighter. So good luck to you guys, and I will be making more videos about Street Fighter because this game looks sick and I love watching it. So have fun playing fighting games and have a good fight, and I'll see you guys later.